everybody, and welcome to I Sell Comics, the weekly comics report with Mike and Ming, broadcasting from the home of the comic book men. Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash. Hello, Mike. Welcome back.
What's up, Ming? Yes.
What's up? Is that some kind of weird accent you picked up in Texas, Tejas?
Tejas? No, I have
what's
no
up,
accent.
Ming?
Ming.
What's up, Ming? We're back.
It's the way that they spoke. Hey, your name is Ming. Mang.
Here is Mang.
Mang.
What are you doing
M-A-N-G.
down
Mang.
Yeah. I felt at home in Houston. There are actually a lot of Asian people down there.
There were. You kidding?
My cousin being one of them.
Yes, that's a big one.
That's a big one.
That helps you feel at home.
Sure, family. Sure,
one of my.
absolutely.
Are you kidding? I didn't think that there were just a lot of Asian people down there.
Right.
I thought there were a lot of friendly people down there.
That
was one of the really cool things about Houston, is that there was nobody who basically, I mean, I'm sure there are sections of the town that suck.
Right.
But overall, the people were all genuine and truly a pleasure to be around.
You felt at home.
Yeah, I
felt
did.
comfortable.
They did. They made me feel comfortable.
Mike Zapsik.
Me, Mike Zapsik.
Me and Mike returned from a Comic-Con held in Houston, Texas, called Comicpalooza, and 4-day con. It's our first 4-day con.
Wow, it was a long con, and
was it? It felt like it flew for me.
It did fly.
It freaking flew, dude. I'm not even kidding.
What? When I'm thinking about it, I miss my family. It's like
Sure.
being away for 5 days is tough.
It is.
It's tough on a man.
It
if
is.
you know what I'm saying. So it was wow. It was a long 5 days, but it flew. But
at any point, you're like, man, this is grueling.
No, there was absolutely
great.
not one moment that I was like, wow, this is entirely too much for me to handle.
Yeah.
There was one night that I was just exhausted.
Yeah.
We had done. We'll get more into that.
Yes.
But yeah, there was. That was just because we were actually doing physical activity, which is pretty cool.
That physical activity knocked you out. All right, we'll get to that.
Yeah,
we'll get to that. But hugely successful trip down to Houston, Comicpalooza, a con maybe not everybody knows about, but should know about, in my opinion.
Hell yeah!
A con that took over an entire convention center.
My God, that convention center was huge.
It was.
It was 3 floors. And they had stuff on every floor.
They did. I liked how they kept everything. They had everything that you would want in a con, but they kept it separate, so they didn't kind of.
They had gaming on the second. Was that second or third?
It was a third floor. Yeah,
third floor.
Old school console video games. I remember we were walking. We see the video games and we get all excited. We don't have time to play them because we got to get somewhere. You
were doing something. Yeah, we were doing some press. And I'm like, I want to play that game.
I know. I'm walking by. I was like, oh, man, I wonder if they have the old Vector Star Wars game.
And what do they have?
We turned the corner and they had it. And I wanted to go play it so bad.
And they had the Star Trek game, too. I'm like, oh, it's the Star Trek game.
They had a game for me and a game for you.
Yeah.
It was pretty awesome.
Like, welcome aboard, Captain. I'm like, come on, I want
to
play that.
Is that what they do when you put the coin in?
Yeah.
It's like, welcome aboard, Captain.
Well, when you hit player 1,
yeah.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Did it play the theme song?
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, they're like, song. I want to play. But we couldn't. We had to go and do press.
We had business.
Oh, we had business.
To take care of.
Business
so,
to take care.
they had the main show floor with merchandise and booths and stuff at Artist Alley.
Alley, and then they had the celebrity
area
autographs.
where
I was like, holy crap! Why are they putting us here?
Yeah, they had bounce houses for the kids, and there were whole sections that we didn't even see. There's a whole cosplay area. There's a whole gaming card gaming area that I didn't even see.
Yeah, I know.
They had
but
all this stuff.
Let's tell our listeners, if you are joining us the first time today.
Yes.
We were on this morning. We did this morning show.
We did.
And we told about getting down there.
We did. Which I think.
And the first day. And our first day there.
It was actually pretty interesting.
It was kind of epic.
Many of you may have seen photos from the con. Maybe you follow Mike on Twitter at Mike Zapsik.
Or at Michael Zapsik.
Sorry, Michael
Zapsik. That's all right. Or at Ming Chen 37.
Yes. Or
not at Ming Na Wen.
No, at
Ming Na.
Ming Chen 37. At Michael Zapsik, ZAPCIC. Maybe you follow me on Instagram at MingChen37.
Which you were posting like a fiend.
I tried.
That was good. No, you had your camera out. I'm more impressed with you whipping the camera out and just boom, boom.
I just whip it out whenever I want.
Yeah,
just
boy.
Whoosh, whip it out. But you may have noticed the absence of another announced guest that was supposed to come with us. Brian Johnson did not make it.
And we tell you the story of his absence.
Well, he missed 2 flights on Thursday. Me and Mike got there okay. He missed 2 flights on Thursday. He says he was going to come on Friday morning. And I get a text on Friday morning. Said he made it to the airport, made it through, got his boarding pass, got to the security line, put his bags on the conveyor belt. The TSA agent looks at him and is like, "Yo, dude, you all right?" He throws up. He threw up. He was sick.
My cousins, brothers, sisters, nephews, wives, brothers. Thank you, Simone. I passed out at 31 Flavors last night.
I used that joke at our panel. Did you think anybody got it? I didn't hear a lot.
No,
I didn't hear any laughing. Maybe too.
A little too cerebral.
Not obscure, but maybe ahead of many of the audience's time. Am I old? Maybe
I think most of the audience was old. I heard a couple chuckles. All right. It was pretty good.
Okay. Well, I mean, usually you tell jokes, you want everybody to laugh.
Of course you do.
But sometimes you tell those little obscure jokes, and if you get one laugh, it's one.
Let me tell you something. If you chuckle along with yourself,
yes,
I put that in the win column.
Make yourself laugh.
Yes,
that's all that matters.
It's in the win column. You know who's tough to make laugh?
Who's that?
Walt Flanagan.
He is.
You make Walt Flanagan laugh.
But when you make him laugh, it's what a laugh it is.
Yes, it's true.
Yeah. So Brian didn't make. He got so sick that he couldn't make it. Had he made it on Friday, or had he made it on Thursday, you think maybe the weather would have helped him out. Maybe the antibodies.
It was a dry heat.
It was a dry heat. Maybe the antibodies in Houston may have.
I would hope so.
Strengthened his constitution.
He could have gone with it. And you kidding? That food would have just bolstered his system.
I think you're right. Or the food.
That's those steaks. Everything that we.
Yeah. Now there was one thing at this con that I had never seen before.
I wish I had that food right now.
Pleased me greatly. They served alcohol at this con. Not just beer, hard liquor. You could buy a mixed drink at this con. That. You've had your experiences with con food. Usually, it's
nasty.
Yes, there's a thing at the end of the con floor where you get like a hot dog, or you can get a pretzel. It's
or that cardboard pizza that even Domino's pizza guys are like,
right.
No, stuff's a pile of shit.
I ain't eat that shit. They had little stations like the baseball stadium, and they had beer on tap.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive.
And I think someone came up to me, and I was like, Is that a freaking beer? He's like,
he's holding on to a beer. It's like, right over there. Hey, sir, you can get it right over there. I'm like, you rock.
Yeah, now
get Ming a beer.
Another thing I'm not used to is when we got to the con, you got a call on the day of the con. Say, hello, is this Mike Zapsik? Yes. My name is Shelly. I will be your volunteer, your handler for the day.
What?
I'm like, what?
Yeah, I'm like, huh? Like, okay.
What do you mean? Whereas I
have no idea.
I've been assigned to you.
Yeah.
I'll be watching over you. I'll be carrying.
We started calling her our den mother.
Yes.
So she was.
Yeah. Big shout out to Shelly Stewart, who
Shelly was awesome.
To Mike Zapsik, did not leave his side all weekend.
No.
Tended to his every need.
And Colleen.
Yes.
Colleen was yours.
Was assigned to me. Now, so
Brian had two.
Brian had two for some reason.
That were assigned to him.
Yeah, and when he didn't show, they were like, "Well, what the hell are we supposed to do now?"
They went, and one was assigned to Rose McGowan.
Yes.
And the other one was assigned to where? She was a floater at...
Yeah, I felt bad.
She was a floater over at S.H.I.E.L.D. agents.
Oh, okay. Well, that I don't feel so bad.
So she shouldn't... And don't feel bad for her at all.
Yeah, but maybe some of you listening out there are con volunteers or have volunteered. Big shout out to you guys. Big shout out to the volunteers.
Man, I'm telling you, you guys have the most thankless job, but thank you so much.
Something I'm not used to. It's something, I would go to cons, I would see the shirts. You always get like a special... bright shirts,
like the orange or the blue or the yellow.
And I never really gave it much thought. I was like, oh, okay, they check people in at the door. They help clean up, whatever. They help load stuff in, whatever. Never really giving a thought to what they do, but they work their asses off. And
they did.
And I didn't know much about the whole con volunteer system. Usually when they have a con, they put out a call for volunteers.
Yeah, and I was like, wow.
I was always like, why the hell would you want to do that? You don't get paid.
Yeah. But we found out, especially down in Myrtle Beach, that these people are close knit.
Yes.
That there are people who and they actually start out as volunteers and they end up in the system and they end up becoming like paid
organizers or
paid organizers, which is
Directors
pretty cool.
Of logistics. They learn how to run a con, which I think is cool.
And that's our boys down there who we should give shout outs to, like Ricky.
Ricky. And we met a dude named Ricky down there. We go Ricky, like Ricky. What's that movie?
Better Off Dead.
Better Off Dead. We just freaking every time we started. Like,
it was us and one of our handlers, Sarah.
Yes.
Love you, Sarah, and
Sarah Q
and Laura. Yeah, big shit. But she got on board. She's like Ricky every time, and he started to flinch every time he heard his name called. And we also, if you've seen pictures, we cut off his hair.
Yes.
You, me, and Travis Love from The Walking Dead.
Ricky had a tradition where he would grow his hair out until the next con, and then he would have a guest cut it off for him.
And last year it was Michael Rooker.
It was Michael Rooker last year. How cool is that? I let Rooker cut my hair. Like I might get scalped.
Oh well,
he might mistake me for like the Indian from the commercial.
Yeah, Ricky thought that you were going to scalp him because you were sitting there. You got the lame. Well, he brought over these knives.
Brought these 2 knives on a tray, and he's like, "Choose." And I'm like, "What the hell is this? Like, freaking, are we dueling? Is this freaking Highlander or something?"
You must choose, but choose wisely.
So you grab one, I grabbed the other, and he had put his hair into little ponytails. He's like, "Well, just start slicing, but don't cut me,
dude. Don't cut me."
So I didn't want to like slice through and it went through like butter and like slice his ear off. That was I was putting some mustard behind it. It was nothing doing, man. But you were like a freaking like Little Big Chief, like you were scalping something. And I kept going. And I'm like, dude. I couldn't. I was getting.
And then I gave you my knife.
Gave you my knife, and I still couldn't do it. And then you came over and did it for me.
I did it for you.
Because I was a little wuss.
Then Travis came over and he just grabbed Ricky's and he's like, "Oh my god!" And just
Travis Love from The Walking Dead.
And Travis is huge.
Oh yeah, the guy's like 6'8" or something.
Whatever he is, but he's like pure muscle.
Right.
Great guy. Like hanging out with him.
Yeah. So, how did you like having your own person? Did you take advantage of it?
No, absolutely not. I'm like, can I get you anything?
Yeah, we're pretty laid back.
I'm like, what's going on? This is so weird. And I was like, Shelly, you don't have to follow me around. You don't have to walk me to the bathroom. I've been doing this for quite a while. Thank you.
Yeah.
I said, just hang out here and stick, and just make sure that the line goes smoothly and whatever.
Right.
So she did that. That was pretty cool. And I mean, I'm not used to this, and nor do I think that I will ever get used to it.
Should we get used to this?
No, absolutely not.
At some cons, they'll do this. They'll provide you with a volunteer.
Sure, but then again, this is another thing like the green room.
Yes,
where it's you have to put a green room there.
Yes,
with water and whatever,
or you don't. You don't have to
no,
do it.
Actually, they kind of do. They have to give you a place to go and crash where nobody's going to come and like. Hey, I need me a picture.
Right.
But how much you put into it is up to you. It's con's discretion.
Sure.
And Comicpalooza put out a first class with their con helpers and the green room. It was first class all the way.
They did. Yeah. Shout out to Comicpalooza.
Yeah.
John Simons, who got us out there.
And from what I understand, John, you probably won't hear this because he's on radio silence for the next month. But that was pretty cool. And I'll tell you at the end of the hour, I will tell you what happened to us.
Okay.
We got I got a phone call.
Okay.
I have to tell you about.
All right, but more importantly, you had fun.
I had a blast.
Okay.
It was, good. And
I like hearing that. I could tell you were having fun. Now, I think we've mentioned this before. Before last November, you had never been west of the Mississippi.
No.
And before all of this. You didn't travel that much, right? Maybe you go somewhere once a year, perhaps.
Yeah, maybe.
And maybe and not that far, if that.
No,
at that.
I mean, I'm a stick close to home kind of guy. Yeah. I love to travel, but the opportunities have been, you have kids and boom.
Yeah.
Stuff happens, and you get kind of tied down by your job, and not that there's anything wrong with that.
No,
I happen to love being tied down to the stash.
Yeah, if it happens. Travel comes as secondary. Right now it's
absolutely
it's part of the life. The life we live right now.
Now it is. Now it's like, it
is. And I enjoy seeing you outside of New Jersey.
Well, thank you.
I have fun seeing you having fun in another city. You know me, I go all out.
Oh yeah,
when we go to another city. So
you're a baller.
So I try. So like, yo, Mike, check this out. Oh, Mike, we're going here.
Yeah,
Mike, we're going here.
Oh, you can.
Mike, get your ass up. Let's go.
That's right. You're a fun travel guy.
Mike, grab a C note. We're gonna have some fun tonight. We're gonna make it rain tonight.
Like, guess what? Yeah. Oh, we're going to a strip club. Cool.
Well, no, I'm not telling that. So you don't like start whining to your wife that you're going. Like, don't tell her, not dumbass.
No, it doesn't matter. I mean, she'd be like, my wife trusts me. So,
right.
And besides, what am I gonna do?
Drool. I don't know. You ain't gonna do nothing. But successful trip. So we're back. But before we go anywhere, we kind of turn around and go right back out again. Yeah. Not this weekend. We done the back-to-backs.
Yeah, back-to-backs are kick our asses. It's
really? Did you feel drained going back to that? Went to
yeah.
Myrtle Beach X-Con the week before. Went to Comicpalooza 4-day con. 7 days worth of cons in the last 14. Half the week. Yeah, half the week was spent at a con. Did you feel drained?
A little bit.
I think I might be the opposite. Like my freaking.
Now you're charged up.
I'm charged up, man. I want to keep going.
That's good.
Keep going. Now this week we don't have anything.
No.
There was a Wizard World, I think, in Louisville or something, which sounds cool. Didn't get invited to that, but
no.
But next week, Mike. Next week
week is going to be.
We're going
big.
to a foreign country. We're going to a whole other country, Mike. Are you ready for this?
I am ready. I've got all my family's passports. I am good to go.
Really? You know where they are?
I know exactly where they are.
Okay, they're all up to date, not expired?
Not expired. Just got them last year for when we were supposed to do Nova Scotia.
Right. Yes.
So yeah,
nice. All right.
The Scotia.
Okay, so we are going to Niagara Falls, Mike. Niagara Falls Comic-Con.
Are we going to go to what is that place where Simon Says got the aspirin?
Oh yeah, that was Quebec, dude. That was Montreal.
Okay, all right, just checking.
A little Die Hard 3, a very obscure Die Hard 3 reference.
Yeah, okay.
That was got the aspirin. That was like La Fin de, I don't know, somewhere in Quebec.
Yeah, okay, all right. I thought it was like at the border. I'm sorry.
It was a border, but
okay.
I think that was more like Quebec and something else. Yes. Simon Says, played by Jeremy Irons. It's such an obscure reference.
I love it though. It's great. It works.
Yeah. No, my name's Jesus, my name is Zeus, not Jesus.
Yes, it's Zeus. Do I look Puerto Rican to you? Do I look
Puerto Rican to you? Yeah, that's funny. So Niagara Falls, here's the thing, Niagara Falls is about 8 hours away. Here's the kicker. All four of us are going.
That's the Brian, big ticket item right there.
And Walt.
All four of us.
Very rare.
Yeah, this happens once a year, if that.
If that. So
this might be like a once of every 5 years.
If you're anywhere near, if you're in freaking Buffalo, you're in Syracuse, you're in Toronto, come out to this con, because even if you come down to the store, it's very rare you'll get all four of us.
Yeah.
Brian is not in here all the time.
No.
I see him maybe once a week when they pod.
Mm-hmm.
Me, Mike, and Walt are really accessible, but like all four of us, even here at the store, it's pretty rare. So this, now we have to be there. We signed a contract.
Yeah, it's true. We do.
Signed a contract. We gotta be there. So come out. This may be your only chance to get all four of us. If you're into, getting group photos or group signed autographs or whatever.
Do we have VIP photo opportunities?
We do. There is a photo op.
Excellent.
Yes.
If I were you, I would get all four of us.
Yeah, you mean the professional photo op?
Hell yeah.
Yes, there is a professional photo op available. If you have money left over from getting a professional photo op from, say, William Shatner,
who will be there, yes.
Ellen Ruck, Cameron, Ferris Bueller.
When Cameron was in Niagara, let my Cameron go.
Jason Priestley.
Oh, yeah.
Erica Eleniak. Well, you got money left over from that. Come, get a group shot with the comic.
Or ask for Erica Eleniak to have a photo with us and you.
Yes.
So I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. Now, one of the things, we do photos at the table, because we know, like the Twitter, Instagram.
People love to do that.
It's fun. It's spontaneous. It's there. You might as well get the photo. Some people like the professional photo op. It's you get a print. You get a professional quality print. It's nice and clear.
And you can bring it back to the table and have them sign. We'll sign it. All four of us.
Yeah, nice. You do that, we'll sign it for free.
Ooh, added value.
Now, me and Mike like the photo ops because what happens is,
this is the best part.
We'll do our photo op, and we don't get like a whole ton of people. Like I think we've ever got is like 10, which is cool. Like the photo op.
Yeah, we did 10.
What we do though is we hang out and we wait for the next person to come in, and then we get a photo with them. Now, as it were, this time in Houston, person coming after us, Stan Lee. Stan Lee, everybody.
Yes, and the Stan Lee.
We were about to leave. I'm like, yo, Mike, let's hang out. Let's get another photo with Stan.
Yeah,
it's freaking Stan Lee.
And it's us.
And at first you're like, no, let's not bother. I was like, come on. Like, they said it was cool.
You did. You were like, you know what? This is going to be maybe. And there were people who were talking about maybe this is going to be Stan's last con.
Right.
That was the buzz at Comicpalooza.
That this may be his last con.
Yeah.
So, so this may be our last chance. So he came in. He's got a right-hand man named Max. He's a really awesome guy who runs, his empire with him. And we're like, yo, Max, can we jump in and get first? Like, yeah. He was here when they shot the show. Mm-hmm. So we jumped in, got a photo with Stan.
He was all smiles, and that was a great photo.
He was.
That's going up on the wall.
Oh yeah.
And may I just say one other thing?
Absolutely, Mike.
Claudia Wells, Jennifer Parker, the original Jennifer Parker.
Yeah, Back to the Future.
Back to the Future is gonna be at this con.
Really?
So I think you need to take that picture.
Is that usually when I go to a con, we get excited just like everybody else.
Of course we do.
Of course, celebrities we like to meet, that I always kind of pick one or two. It's like, man, maybe get my photo with them, and it's fun being there as a guest because you kind of have it's not really an in, but I think it's kind of like a mutual thing. It's like, oh, you're a guest, I'm a guest too. Like, hey, how about a photo?
Yeah,
it's not awkward. So
it's a little awkward, but still not that awkward,
right? So
and this is for Brian.
Okay,
Giancarlo Esposito is going to be there.
Yes, Gus.
Gustavo Fring is going to be
Gus
there.
Fring. Yes.
How can you not be like?
I think that's cool that he's doing con.
How can you not have a boner for that?
Do you think he'll be wearing a suit?
I would hope.
Okay.
Are you going to wear a suit? I'm
not wearing a suit.
I'm going to wear a suit.
You're wearing a suit?
No, I'm not going to wear a suit.
Don't wear a suit.
Ooh, Hillary Banks is going to be there. Karen Parsons from Fresh Prince.
Really? Wait, Hillary was the daughter, the older daughter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hillary, the cutie.
Yes. I had no idea.
Well, guess what? She's going to be there.
All right. The other fun part is you meet some of these celebrities. It's cool.
Mr. Strickland from Back to the Future is going to be there too.
Yeah, we met
him before.
Yeah. It's cool seeing if they're cool or not. I think you kind of see them like it's them. It's their real life. Them. They're not really on. They're just kind of there to have a good time and meet people. It's fun to see who's cool and who's not.
And our boy Dean Cain, we love Dean. He's
Dean
awesome.
Cain, cool.
Dean Cain in my book.
Dean Cain, cool.
Double thumbs up.
Who's the dude who played Johnny in Karate Kid?
That guy. God, Jesus.
Well, it'll come to us. That guy, cool.
Oh, he's awesome.
Yeah. Stan Lee, cool. I have a whole list of people who aren't cool, but I'm not going to bring the show down. Let's just say, some of the people there are, they're used to a different mentality, different philosophy, different lifestyle. And,
different lifestyle. Is that what you're saying? Different lifestyle?
No, I'm just saying some of the things they request are strikes me as odd.
Okay.
Strikes me maybe perhaps pretentious, but that's how they do things. So and no one really argues.
William Zabka is his name.
Yes.
So I'm sorry, it took me a second.
Cool.
William Zabka is very cool.
Yeah, maybe you've been to some of these events where you meet celebrities. Typically you line up behind a table, you wait your turn, you go up, you're like, "Hey, it's nice to meet you. I loved you," and whatever. You're awesome.
Julie McCullough, cool.
Yeah,
awesome.
I'd like to buy an autograph. Can I get a photo with you? Some celebrities don't let you take photos.
There are a lot,
and they'll make it clear. There will be huge signs that say "no photos." We managed to steal some of those signs and use them to our advantage.
Yeah,
I think you wrote a little note under. You stuck one on your banner, your con banner.
It said no pictures, and then I said, "Don't tell me what to do."
Yeah, and I wiped out the no. I just put yes and big exclamation point. So that's up to the celebrity. Sometimes it holds up the line taking pictures. There are multiple reasons why they don't do it. One of the guests had his table covered by a curtain.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to see him, you had to go through the curtain and then meet him and then kind of come out. It was kind of like a weird peep show like a Ivana, the 3-nippled fortune teller kind of vibe.
You know what? But
which I thought was weird. I was like, what's up with that?
I understand why he did that.
Why did he do that?
Because people were like walking by and taking pictures of him, and he felt that was he felt that they were stealing his soul. No, I don't think that he thought that. No, he this is his butter, the butter on his bread. Right. So he wanted,
a little privacy.
Yeah, a little privacy. Okay. Have a moment with his fans, which I think is pretty cool.
Right, a little weird.
We also heard that someone wouldn't come out for less than 50 people online.
Oh, so
for someone who was waiting online.
So he or she kind of build up some hype before it came out.
Build up the anticipation, and they would, if there were less than like 10 people online,
she wouldn't come out, or he.
Okay,
I understand that. That's all right. I'm starting to learn these things though. It's kind of it's fun. It's fun. Me and you. Hopefully, people think that. Come on up. Freaking slap our asses.
Yeah. Actually, I got my ass slapped a couple times this time around. Oh yeah.
I hope that dude got his money's worth. I hope you charged for that shit.
Oh, that dude. No, it was actually two chicks.
Mike,
so,
what does an ass slap cost at the table?
Same as it costs downtown, Ming. No, it was actually. It was one of the con volunteers was like, "Can I slap your ass?"
And you let her?
Yeah.
All right, nice. You get charged for that shit, dude.
You know what?
I heard Stan Lee charges like $100 per slap.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Per cheek, I believe. Per cheek,
I suppose. So, all right. So you hear that, everybody? Come to Niagara Falls, freaking bend Mike over, freaking slap his ass red.
You could, but if you hurt me,
yes,
I'm going to charge you.
But
if it hurts, it's all right. If you can make me cry out in pain, I'm going to have to charge.
Yeah, but do you really want to hurt Mike? Do you really want to make him cry?
Yes, I think they do. So that's good.
All right.
These are good things.
Niagara Falls next weekend, June 6th through the 8th.
Yeah, so please come.
Lots of adventures, all four of us.
I'm telling you.
I'm sorry.
Are you driving, Brian?
I am not. Here's the weird part.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
No, I'm not. I ain't driving him.
Hold on.
If he wants me to drive him, I'll drive him.
Wait a minute. What happened though?
Well, here's the thing.
I thought you were supposed to drive him up.
No, we never agreed to that. Here's the thing. We're all four of us going. We're all driving separately.
Yeah.
What a waste of gas.
That's not true because unless we get, I think I said this before. Unless we get a bus. We rent the bus. We ain't going to do that.
You going to drive this bus?
I've got the kids.
You going to Ming Are you going to drive the bus?
I'll drive the bus.
Right. Well, Melinda May action, you'll drive the bus?
Think about it.
It is, but it's just... No, I'm just saying...
See, exactly. I'm just the voice of reason right there.
No, I'm just saying resource-wise.
Big
resource.
You're worried about your carbon footprint?
I am. I'm worried about the green. Yeah. I'm trying to be more green this year. And, yeah.
Yeah. Hold on. I should push this over to Walt. Say, there you go.
I'm just saying, in technically...
And yet you're telling me, fuck and you're complaining, but...
I'm not complaining.
Then I ask you if you're taking up Brian, and you're like, I'm driving him.
I offered to drive him, but...
And what did he say?
He's going to go up with Sage and Suzanne, I heard. That's what I'm hearing.
Boy, am I... Wow.
They don't? He doesn't. I don't know. Well, all right, so there's a little issue going on here, Mike.
Oh,
dear God. Becomes resolved. I got a text from Brian saying, hey, you know anything about expediting a passport?
And did we find out?
I'm like, why? You have a passport. He's like, no, one, has expired. Two, he thought the con was Niagara Falls, New York, not Canada.
Okay.
I told him to call whoever. I don't know. Is your handler involved in this one since she didn't set it up?
No. She is not. You set this up.
Yeah, I know.
You set this up.
But we can still,
you guys are giving me some of the cut, right?
Cut. You get all the cut. You get everything you make.
Whatever you guys make. Too.
Oh, you are our cut. We get 10%.
I'm talking about.
Well, it's standard.
Whatever you give your handler, I think I should get.
All right. Well, then that means you got to freaking wipe our asses all weekend.
All right. So you don't have a handler because I told him to email his handler and say, hey, can I get a room on the American side, and then I'll just go over, and then at night come back onto the American side and see Sage and Suzanne.
Oh, yeah?
So we can stand on Canada and, wave.
Right.
Hey, how you doing? What's going on?
Well, if he wants to bring him, I think that's the only solution.
Right.
They don't have passports.
Unless he can get the expedited passport.
Yeah, it costs a fortune.
Yeah, it's a fortune.
It's about $200.
It's more than that, Mike.
How much?
It's easily more than double that.
It's like $400?
Something like there are government fees involved.
Oh, my God.
There are a lot of hidden bureaucracy.
Well, there's a thing. There's a passport place right over.
Yeah, it's in the post office, but that.
No. There's a passport office right over in Ocean Township, over in Neptune.
Okay, well,
that you can go, and I don't know how much it costs, but
it's over $400.
All right, well,
it's a lot of money. I don't know. All I know is Brian was like, "Hey, do you want to get a passport expedited?" We looked into it. He found a place, and hopefully he'll be getting it within the next 24 to 48 hours.
Dear God.
So all I'm saying is,
well, it's always something, right?
It's always something.
Yes. It's always something.
It's always something.
All right, good enough.
He thought it was on the New York side. Wow, that's all I'm saying. Okay. So we please make it.
From here on in, I'm not saying his name. I'm not going to even think about him.
Yeah, that's what you said last time.
No. This time, this is you.
This one's on you. You bring it up. This one's on you.
Nope. And this is.
Don't even mention
anything after this is on me. You're absolutely right. So no mas.
From right now.
Good. So,
so that's Niagara Falls.
Niagara Falls. Good. Come see us.
Come see us.
Yes.
So Comicpalooza over. I want to know your absolute favorite moment. We were there for technically 5 days. Con was 4 days. A lot of things going on. We did a lot. We got a lot. We experienced more than the normal person did.
Right.
And, whether or not that was a product of our privilege, perhaps. Sure.
There was,
but I think we grabbed some of the reins and made some of these things happen.
We did.
Well.
We made a lot of stuff happen, and I think it was a lot due to you.
Yeah.
Good man. I'm giving you a pat on the back here, buddy.
But we did. There were a lot of cool moments that happened to us.
And to do an absolute favor, it's like asking me to choose my favorite son, and I would never do that. So I'll give you a couple.
Name a couple.
Celebrity laser tag.
Yes, we were asked by the Ronald McDonald House.
We
camped out there.
We raised a couple of
thou. I think.
Thou.
We noticed they had a flyer on it that said celebrity laser tag, and
we're like, how do we get? Yeah,
we're like, hey, we're celebrities.
Yeah.
Can we jump in on this? They're like, oh hell yeah! Well, is that this time we'll come get you? And I love laser tag.
Yeah, but this was different kind of laser tag. Laser tags usually, you have that 1 pound gun.
Yeah, a little pea shooter plastic gun, a vest with a sensor on it.
And it's usually dark, and you have the mist so you can see the lasers.
Yes.
This was a 45-pound gun.
Yeah, it looked like the pulse rifle from Aliens. It was made out of metal.
I swear
I think it was the pulse rifle from Aliens. It had a countdown on it.
Yeah.
A countdown on it.
And it told you like all your stats.
Yes. Hits,
I was
kills.
like, oh my God, not your vest. Your gun was telling you this. I was like, holy crap.
Yeah.
And then there was that.
Yes.
So we did it with a couple of Milos, the guy from Game of Thrones.
Oh, dude, the curly-haired guy.
Yeah,
he was awesome.
He was pretty cool. Claire, Claire, the voice actress from the DC universe, she's fantastic. Jimmy Leary.
Yes, James Leary from Buffy.
James Leary, our man.
Our man Clem. The skin demon?
He was a skin demon, yeah.
Great guy.
Fantastic. He was also one of my favorite moments was peeking my head in the back.
Yeah.
And seeing him, he looked over. He's like, "Oh my God, it's you guys!"
Really, who is it? I think our tables were back to back.
Tables were back to back.
You just peeked over?
I stuck my head back down. I'm like, "What's going on over here?" I was like, Cletus, the slack-jawed yokel,
right.
and he's like, "Oh my God, it's the comic book man."
What's that like?
Man.
You're a huge Buffy fan. So.
I was like, I'm like, oh my God, because he doesn't look anything like his character did.
No, he's got makeup on.
Of course, but I'm like, oh my God, I love you. He's like, I love you. And right next to him,
each other's cocks.
Yeah, it was great. So, and right next to him was George, who played Adam.
Yeah.
The
Buffy.
Yes, from season 5. He was the big bad in season 5. He was the cyborg / demon hybrid. Right. I was like, you are phenomenal. And then on the other side of him, he wasn't there yet, but it was Nicholas Brendan, and across from them was James Marsters. I'm like, oh my God.
You should have went up to say hi to him. I know you were.
But I got to meet Claire Kramer.
Yes.
Who was Glory in season 6 of she was the big bad in season 6.
Yeah.
So,
you had a freaking like Buffy Palooza, man. It wasn't Comicpalooza, it was Buffy Palooza for you. That's cool. I'm
sorry, he's big bad in season 4. Claire Kramer was season 5 big bad. Yeah. And
that's cool, man.
It was
I never got past season 1, so.
Well, you should. I've got them all, so you want to borrow them, you're more than welcome to.
And if you want to extend the universe, you could go to the IDW Buffy comics where they extend.
And if you want to extend the universe, you can also go over to J. August Richards was also there.
Yes.
He played Deathlock. He was
On Arrow.
Mike Peters on on S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh,
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
S.H.I.E.L.D.
And he was also Gunn on Angel.
Right.
So we've got our universes colliding.
Yes.
So that was pretty cool. That was really neat to do that. And the green room where we ran into Ming-Na Wen. And,
well, let's start the story. My whole goal for this whole con, I heard pretty much all the agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. were going to be there.
They were.
And
almost all of them, yeah.
Almost all of them. And I see that Ming-Na's coming to the con.
Agent Melinda May.
Yeah, and most people are there for Clark Gregg. Coulson, pretty bad. He is badass.
Agent Coulson,
badass
he is pretty
show,
badass.
And he's been in the movies. Badass. But Mike Ming-Na and I go way back to a little movie called The Joy Luck Club, which is like an Asian-centric movie.
Okay.
Directed by Oliver Stone, I believe.
Was it Oliver Stone?
I believe it was, yes.
Hold on. Joy Luck Club was Oliver Stone?
I believe it was, or he produced it.
Oh, my God.
If I'm not mistaken, yes, I believe that was actually an Oliver Stone movie.
Wow, that's weird.
That goes way back to, I think, 1992.
93?
Yes. Directed by?
No, it was directed by Wayne Wang.
Oh, did he produce it then?
I don't know.
I know his name's on there somewhere.
Oliver Stone.
Maybe not. Maybe I'm mistaken. Anyways, I've been a fan since then.
She's absolutely drop dead gorgeous. So
I thought it'd be cool to get the Ming and Ming picture. But when we get to the con, their tables are absolutely swamped. They're not even there yet, and people are waiting.
I know, and I'm like, there's no way we're gonna meet.
Yeah,
these
I mean,
people.
Technically, you could kind of go up like, "Hey, what's going on?" You freaking cut the line and all that. Like,
Yeah,
I don't like to do that.
Yeah, we would have been like universally reviled.
I don't like to do that, but
even more so than we usually are.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, never mind.
But what happened on the Saturday? I was in the green room charging my phone, and I think you kind of burst in. You're like,
yeah,
dude,
I said, get over here.
Get over here. I'm like, what's going on? I was like, I saw Ming now. She's going to the bathroom. She just went to the bathroom. I'm like, we were like, oh, this is our chance. We'll just
I know.
Just wait for.
She's in the toilet. Let's go.
This is it. This is how you stalk people. You wait for them to come out of the bathroom.
So yeah, that's. I'm not proud of it, but guess what? It's what happened.
Take your chances when you can. Swing and miss. You still took the swing, or don't let the bat come off your shoulder. You regret it for the rest of your life. So we're sitting out there. I'm a little nervous. And,
oh my God, we both were. So I went up to her and
she comes out of the bathroom.
I introduced myself. I said, "Hi, I'm Mike Sapsik. I'm one of the guests here. You probably don't know the show we're on, but yeah, exactly. Yeah. But you have a fellow Ming fan right here. This is Ming Chen. He's also on our TV show, which you probably never heard of, and he's a huge fan. And I was wondering if we could take a picture. Would it be possible?
Right.
And she's like, absolutely.
You talk entirely. You use entirely too many words.
I know.
Hey, I love you. Can we get a photo with you?
Yeah, I should have done that. But
you know
me, I'm just a little bit verbose.
No problem with that.
And especially when I'm nervous. Right. So she's absolute sweetheart. Yeah. What a
couldn't have been nicer.
And she's like, come on, let's take that picture. Yeah. And so she wouldn't shake my hand. She's like, I'm sorry, my hands are wet from being in the bathroom.
Yeah, we're like, we don't care. We don't care if your hands full
Oh, my
piss.
God. I wouldn't go there, but...
I wouldn't have cared.
Nah, I wouldn't have cared either. But she...
saw Mike licking his palm.
She takes the picture, and she's just absolute fantastic. We're just sitting there and swapping stories back and forth, and how are you liking the con, and it's fantastic, blah, blah, blah. And
tell her the whole Joy Luck Club story.
Yeah, and
tell her my mom's gonna flip out. When
you
sees
did.
This picture
and so what happens?
So yeah, we're going to
saying goodbye.
Yeah,
and who comes walking through? Clark Gregg.
Yes,
Clark Gregg. And that's when I had my seizure.
He froze like Cindy Brady with the red light.
Of course, my name's Bobby Brady, and boy, do I like to eat ice cream.
Yeah,
and I was like, I couldn't say one word. I was like, it's him. Up. And what happens? You jumped in.
I was all kind of like, hey man, we just met Ming now. Like, that was my
yours.
Whole thing.
That was yours, and you're like, what have I got to lose?
Right.
But for me, it was.
I was like, hey, man, let's go, man. I was like freaking full of whatever adrenaline.
Clark Gregg was my one get that I wanted.
Really? Okay, good. Yeah. I'm glad I stopped him.
I'm glad you did too. Thanks.
And can we get a photo? So we get a photo of Ming Na standing off to the side. We're like, hey, come on in,
get in here. Yes.
So make this photo like. Really awesome.
This is the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And I had hover hand. I had hover pinky, actually.
Why did you do
it? It was the pinky. It was just so weird.
Really? You don't want to touch her bare shoulder?
No, I was touching her bare shoulder. I just didn't want my pinky to touch her bare. Really? It was really...
That's weird.
I have no idea. And someone called me out, and I'm like, look at that hover hand. I'm like, it's
Everyone
hover
called
pinky.
you out, and I thought it was funny.
I'm like, all right, whatever.
I thought it was funny.
You guys suck.
So we got that photo.
Yeah.
And it was pretty It was pretty awesome.
It was damn fabulous.
Not gonna lie, guys. Not gonna lie, everybody. That was pretty cool. And yeah, I mean, you see how many most people are there to see them, and we just catch them coming out of the bathroom. It was a little stalkerish.
Yeah, it was a little stalkerish, but you know what? There are worse things we've done.
Now you would think that would be maybe my favorite moment of the con. Maybe seeing Stan again. Maybe that's another favorite. Celebrity laser tag. We did a number of things that were pretty awesome. We bumped into our old buddy Lou Ferrigno while we were doing
Lou. Yes,
we saw him. They asked us to come early one morning so we could do like live TV. We talked on a couple of podcasts, did some interviews with some papers, and Lou came down as well, which I thought was cool. It was totally 100% optional, and he came down, and so
I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah, we said hi to him. He's like, "Hey guys, great to see you. How's the show going?" And then he asked me a question that kind of stumped me, Mike. He looks at me. He's like, "So, how's Brian?"
We weren't supposed to name the name, remember?
Oh, well, this is part of a story.
Okay.
All right. He's how. Who cares?
All right.
How's Brian? He says, and I honestly didn't know what to tell him. It was at this point where I found out he wasn't coming, and he was sick, and what was I supposed to say? I was speechless. I was rendered speechless, Mike. I had nothing for him. I couldn't answer the question.
I got nothing for you.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. And I deflected the question, and
it was pretty well deflected, I gotta say.
Yeah. So that was cool. You think that was pretty cool? No, there was something that happened on Sunday night, which I may never forget, Mike. A couple weeks ago, we relayed a story I saw online about one Jim Steranko.
Yes, that was a great one, right?
And there was a story about how he had an encounter with Batman creator Bob Kane, I think in San Diego, one of the early San Diego Comic-Cons, where Bob, upon their first meeting, disrespected Jim Steranko a little bit.
Yeah.
And it didn't sit well with Jim. And so later on that night, he went wandering the halls of the San Diego hotel they were staying at, finds him, and slaps him across the face.
Yes, he did.
And the kicker to the story is, he's waiting for Bob Kane to do something back. Bob Kane turns around and he leaves. In Jim's word, he turned around and turned tail like a little bitch.
Yeah, he did call him a bitch.
Now I saw the story. Anyone could make up a story online, and it sounds somewhat fantastical. The story, you think? I mean,
you would think that
Bob Kane. I'd only seen. He did tweet about it, so on his official Twitter. So I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. So Sunday night, we're returning from our favorite Houston hangout, Neil's Bar.
Yes.
I had a couple drinks. You don't drink, but you saw.
No.
We walked back to the hotel, and we get in the door, and I look, and just right in the lobby, I see Jim Steranko, and I turn to you, and I'm like, hey, should we go say hello? Should we go? We had seen each other in Asbury Park a couple weeks ago. We've met before. Whether or not he remembers us, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. But it was a week of maybe being a little bold and just we were in the right environment to go up and just say hi to people.
Yeah,
and,
that became our thing then.
Yeah, and I was like, should we go say hi? I just wanted to say a quick hi, and I love the man, so you were like, absolutely. So we go up to him. It's like, hey, sir, how you doing? Actually, was that his son that was with him?
No, it wasn't his son, I don't believe.
Okay, but he definitely knew who we were. Really nice guy.
Yeah, he's his agent.
Yes, his agent was there and saw us first. Like, hey,
Agents of Steranko.
He saw us we were coming over like we had a mission. It's like, hey, it's the comic book man. So right away we have it in. Sitting to his right, beautiful redhead named Rose. She looked like she was like 18.
Yeah.
She looked very young. And Mr. Steranko, Jim Steranko, in his usual getup, always nicely dressed, hair always perfect.
Yeah, he had a turtleneck on.
He did, his trademark turtleneck.
Oh man, and he was wearing his sports coat.
Yes.
Nice pair of white slacks, and he's got the glasses and that smile.
The smile, the $1 million, the whitest teeth.
Oh my god!
And mind you, it's about 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning at this point. And
he looks like a rat packer.
He does. He did. He looked like a rat packer. And I go ahead and shake his hands like, Mr. Steranko, it's great to see you. We were together in Asbury Park. We've met before. gives me the bone-crushing handshake, his trademark bone-crushing handshake. Shakes your hand, and I turned to him and was like, listen, I got to ask you about one thing. The whole thing about you punching Bob Kane, is that true? He's like, no, that's not true. I didn't punch him. I slapped him. And I was, I had a couple of drinks, so I kind of screwed it up. And at that moment in my head, I was like Chris Farley on remember the Chris Farley show? No, he slapped me. Stupid. Oh, I'm so stupid. I screwed it up. And he goes on and he retells the story in the exact detail that I'd read about Bob Kane wearing a freaking ascot.
Yeah.
Like a pansy.
Yeah. I believe his exact words were, who the fuck wears an ascot?
Yeah, he said that.
What kind of douchebag?
Yeah, he said, "Who the fuck was that ascot?" Like I was like, "Oh," I'm looking at you
because you said, yeah, and you were a little lit. You're like, Mike, didn't I tell you not to wear the ascot? And wasn't I right?
Yeah.
And he looks at me, he's like, you wore an ascot? I'm like,
I was kidding.
Absolutely
I was kidding
not.
around. I wanted to see what he would say. I was like, Matt,
he punched me in the face.
Yeah, he punched you in the face. And he goes on. He goes to tell the story again, but we get to hear it in person. And I'm looking at you, and I'm like, holy crap, this is awesome. I got the biggest smile on my face. He goes on and he goes on. And he ends the story with, I slapped him and he didn't do nothing. He turned around like a little bitch. And I'm inside. I'm like, yes. I'm excited, Mike. Inside, I don't show it.
No, you didn't.
No. So after the story, you actually excuse yourself. I think you were just trying to get up to your room.
No.
Did you see somebody you knew, or I don't know? You excused yourself.
No, because I went looking. I said, "Excuse me, I'm just going to hit the bar because I was looking for James Leary."
Oh, okay, cool.
He said that he had just gotten a tattoo. So I'm like, I gotta see this. Okay. You got a tattoo at a con? Let's rock and roll.
You want to see James Leary's tattoo and not talk to the Jim Steranko?
No, I love talking to Jim Steranko.
After
but I mean,
you told this story.
You kidding? I love that. And I shook his hand, and I really want him on. I would love to get him for a comic book, man. That would be so fantastic. What a coup. But I really I needed to see this tattoo because he was like, he was
excited about it.
Yeah. Find me at the bar. So I said, and I even invited Mr. Steranko over to the bar. I said, I'll buy you a drink.
Right.
And
like, no, I'm good.
No. Well, he's like, I might pop over later. I'm like, okay, great. Please.
Yeah, cool. Total cool.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
He said F you in the nicest way possible.
Yeah, and you know what I say to that?
Bravo.
I walk away. You always want to leave them wanting more.
Yes.
And he certainly leaves us wanting more. So I was like, you know what? Right now is the perfect time to go.
Right.
So I bolted.
Right.
You were there.
But so, comic book legend, Jim Steranko. So I had to ask him on one more thing. The whole male model thing always comes up in his bio. And I jokingly asked him, I was like, how do I, I don't look as good as you, sir, but how do I break into such an industry? And he was telling me most of the male modeling he did was in the old books where they would show a dude like roughhousing.
Yeah.
Not the romance.
Little Greco-Roman wrestling.
Not the romance novels, but, maybe being a heel to a female on the cover of something. He was like, you ever see those? That was me.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, well, they don't really do that anymore, so I guess I can't break into that.
Greco-Roman wrestling ain't really going to do it.
I think we put a smile on his face, though.
You did.
I think we did.
What a great guy.
So that was my absolute favorite moment of the con. Jim Steranko. And relaying the best story I think I've ever heard about. Batman creator Bob Kane.
Also, one of my favorite moments was finding out that Mark Texeira.
Texeira. The guy's got a resume longer than
my arm. Yeah.
Than anything. He's worked on pretty much every Marvel book.
An amazing artist, really cool. Love his stuff.
Yeah, actually, Q's a big fan of his. And I've seen his name. I enjoy his work, and I see his name plastered all over the store. But he was at the bar that night.
Yeah,
and apparently he's a big fan of.
He's a huge fan. I was like, wow.
It was weird, and we were all like slapping each other. I love that when everybody just kind of loves each other. And,
yeah, it was really cool. I'm like, you guys
slapping each other. And, he was like, dude, we need pictures. So we're all handing cameras all around and taking pictures with Mark Texeira, dude.
I'm like, yeah, you rock. And I get to the bar and James Leary, he's like texting me. He's like, I left the bar. I'm like, no, come back.
So he came back.
He came back, yeah.
Just for you.
Just for us.
For us.
Yeah,
and
we had
tattoo.
We had so many. There were tons of fans there that were hanging out, and we had a bunch of the celebrity guys there too, getting a little schnookered.
Right.
And
that's where you do it, man. You want to see everybody like as they really are.
Exactly.
Go to the hotel bar.
And that night, I popped my Cards Against Humanity cherry.
You did.
I was like, I love this game.
I had not. I've played that game before. I was shocked, Mike, that you had not played that game.
I'm
before.
amazed that I've never.
That game is
either.
right up your alley, dude.
It is. It's actually, I love that game. So
that game has your name all over it.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
It should be Mike Zapsik's Against Humanity.
It should.
So
it should. I had not.
And guess what came for me yesterday?
Did you buy it?
I did.
You bought it? Did you buy the whole expanded pack?
I bought 2 expansion packs.
You bought the deluxe version?
The 2 and the expansion pack.
My goal now is to get our name, to be relevant enough to get our names in there.
That would be really cool.
As answers. Or as a question. Like, Mike Zapsik loves doing this while reading comic books.
Yeah, right.
That would be cool.
Ooh.
That would be cool. Maybe there's someone there that works there could maybe slip
or
that
maybe
in.
not.
Or maybe not. I was shocked that this whole trip was worth it to expose you to that game.
That was really cool. That was a favorite memory because I was at Neil's bar. And I got roped into playing around with a couple of guys over there. And
yes.
It was because these were complete strangers to me.
Yeah, but if you want to become you want to turn a stranger into a friend,
play Cards Against Humanity. Yeah, and actually, I think 2 of them were in a long-term relationship.
Oh, you broke them up?
No. I'm just saying that these 2 guys were in a long-term relationship.
Cool. Good on them.
And I'm like, I've got the gays. I'm like, there's so many.
It's all homophobic.
I've got a whole bunch of homophobic ones. I'm like
you can't use these, but they're funny.
I don't want them to hate me right away. I want them to get to know me and hate me on my own merits rather than hating me because of Cards Against Humanity. Right. So I'm just sitting here going, I can't play this card. Yeah. Okay, I can't play this card. Yeah. But I think they truly got to know me.
Okay, good.
And they were like, and we had a great time. And,
I think at one point, I don't know if there's actually technically a limit to how many people you can have playing the game, but we had this whole circle of like 20 people.
That was pretty amazing.
So if you won that round, like you truly won.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I did win a round or 2 on that.
Felt good.
Oh my God.
Felt good, didn't it?
To be the funny one in the
funny one out of like 20 people.
Yeah. You're so funny. Yes, exactly. Yeah. It's great.
That was pretty fun. But that was other than actually getting to meet Ming and getting a photo, meeting Jim Steranko had to top all of that. It was good.
Yeah.
We also got a photo of John Barrowman. Someone lined that up.
Yeah, that was pretty cool too,
they were like, show up at 1:30 sharp, and that's it. It was like a whole kind of weird spy thing.
And there were like, we weren't the only ones. There were other people.
We get in there and like James Leary's in there. It's like, oh, well.
Yeah. Hey, what's
what are you
going
doing
on? Here? Nothing. I'm Barrowman curious.
Yes.
So yeah. What a great guy.
Yes.
Very nice guy. We're not the only ones. It was funny as hell.
We got to meet him. Saturday night, it was Saturday night's usually the big party night, and you passed out.
I was a little tired. I was a little tired.
Passed out. That's right. Next night you came on partied.
I came out.
She partied
strong.
a lot. I'm impressed.
Thank you.
You could retreat. Like no, I'm good. But you came out, stayed out late.
It was fun. We had a blast. We were out till
away
2:30.
from home. Yeah. Like 2:30 is like early at a con too.
I know.
But we're old, so there was they had a little suite up on the 21st floor. I went up there one night, and all of a sudden kegs of beer showed up and a whole bunch of board games. And some dude whipped out this game that whipped out something I'd never seen before. It was a G.I. Joe board game. And the selling point that it was the board was 9 foot square. It was kind of big, and I'm a big G.I. Joe fan. I'd never seen this thing before.
I did see that. That was.
He said he found it at a thrift store for $4, and it was all kind of like drinking and board game night. So I'm like, dude, G.I. Joe, I want to play. So I teamed up with this dude, and we played. Everything in the box looked new, and I'm like, that's a bad sign because if you have a vintage game and everything's kind of in nice shape. Usually means they played it once, and it sucked, and they never played it again. Good game, Mike. I'm gonna go find
you enjoyed it.
I'm gonna find this G.I. Joe board game. It was actually pretty fun.
Cool.
Yes, but big shout out to Neil's Bar. We found is
that was Warlock Brewery, right?
Warlock Brewery came out and sponsored the game night.
That was pretty cool.
They also came out to Neil's Bar. They make unique beers. They had one with flavored with cotton candy and strawberry.
Very nice.
Called it the Tentacle Kitty.
Cool. And we also met Tentacle Kitty.
We did.
So that was pretty cool.
Half cat, half squid.
Excellent.
Or octopus.
Yeah.
Whatever
the hell they are.
Yeah.
They're pretty cool. They gave us a Tentacle Kitty.
Oh yeah, they're like, we'll give you. I was gonna go buy one. They're like, we'll give you one if you tweet about it. I'm like, hell yeah, man.
We tweeted our pictures.
We did a panel on Monday with Jason Mewes.
That was phenomenal. That was one of my favorite things too. James Leary. I told him to crash it.
Yes, and he did.
He did. He was great.
It was weird. We're sitting there answering questions. All of a sudden, we hear this disembodied voice.
And
like,
the guy,
the
guy over at the microphone is looking around.
Yeah.
I'm like,
it's like I didn't say it wasn't
impressive.
Me. And he came over, hung out with us for a little bit. He ran up. He was all sweaty.
Yeah.
James Leary.
Enjoying the hell out of
Mewes is big.
the con.
Mewes is a big Buffy fan.
Yeah, the two of us are the huge Buffy fans.
I'm hearing buzz, Mike, that perhaps may have been the best panel at the con. I don't want to brag.
Okay.
I don't want to brag. There were a lot of Stanley had a panel.
Buffy,
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. did a panel.
Buffy had a panel.
Buffy did a panel.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. did a panel.
Like all of them were up there.
But this ties into
Felinda and yes.
This ties into what happened on Tuesday. It was Tuesday.
Yeah, you got home.
So I got home.
You're all aglow from the con.
I'm all aglow, but I was delayed for 3 hours.
Okay.
Because of the storms that hit Houston.
Coming through, yes.
Tornadoes were coming through. So my flight got in.
Okay.
I got in at 2:30.
Okay.
I was like, son of a bitch. I had to take a taxi because the train stopped running. Everything stopped running.
You had to take a cab from Newark Airport home.
Yeah.
Here. That couldn't have been cheap.
It was no. Let's put it this way.
Well,
it's not as much as it's a good thing we had a good con. It's not as much as say expediting a passport.
No,
but it was expensive.
All right.
So I get home, I drive home, crawl into bed and give my wife a kiss on the head.
Give her pickle tickle,
and then I crashed and I woke up. My wife tried to give me some rest, but I woke up at 6:30. I'm like, I'm up. I got to get up anyway. So
drag ass to work.
Yeah. Drag ass to work.
Did you buy shit for your kids?
I did.
What'd you get them?
I got him the Ash, picture Ash.
Yeah,
the voice.
The Army of Darkness.
The Pokemon Ash. Yeah.
Oh, you got her to sign it?
Yeah, she signed it.
Oh, nice, dude.
Actually, I didn't buy that. She gave it to me.
Really?
I was like, con
gift.
Yeah. And,
what'd you give her in exchange?
I said, "Do you want a picture?"
Signed a photo and here
you go. She's like,
you could throw this in the garbage.
I don't want this. Yeah, right.
You throw this in the hotel garbage can before you leave.
I actually, I'm a Mingian. I had that made up. I'm a Mingian, and you signed it, and she threw it away. She's like, "Screw this."
That's cool.
But
I got my kids a bunch of Minecraft stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I was gonna say because the next day I went to Toys R Us and they had Minecraft stuff. I was like, I can get you that here. It's no big deal.
They typically have a wider selection at the cons.
So was it? No, it wasn't Tuesday. It was Wednesday.
Yeah.
Wednesday I got the call. Rosario
Dawson?
Rosario. I think her last name is Ruiz.
Okay.
Rosario Ruiz, who is
director of what? Public relations.
The press
of
Comicpalooza calls me, and I'm like, oh my god, I see.
What
Houston.
did we do? Yeah.
I'm like, oh crap.
Did we do something?
I said.
Did I say something? Did I say was I racist?
Oh, did we piss somebody off? Was that drug comment? Was that bad? I was like, oh no.
Oh yeah. We did an interview where you say like, do drugs, kids.
Yeah, I'm like, hey kids, do drugs.
Yeah, even I was like, dude come on,
cut it out.
Cut that. Yeah, cut that out.
So I'm like, oh my god, should I answer the phone or not? So of course I did. I'm like, hello, and hi, Mike, it's Rosario. Just want to make sure you got home okay. I'm like, are you calling all the guests? She's like, not quite.
No.
I was like,
we have an issue to discuss.
And I was like, oh yeah. I was like, oh my god, I'm going down to Rooney's office. And she said, I just wanted to thank you and Ming for doing the panels, doing all the.
So this is a good call.
The press. I'm like. Yeah, and I said, "You're more than welcome. We love doing that stuff. It's kind of a cool thing that we love to do." He said, and I have to tell you, the buzz behind you, Ming and Jason, was the most amazing that I've heard.
Wow!
After the con,
wow.
The buzz. You guys were the nicest guests, the most polite, the funnest guests.
Okay.
You gave
polite.
you gave more than you asked for,
Right.
and you were truly the hit of the con.
Really?
And that your panel, people were talking about it for 2 days afterwards.
I don't mean to brag.
So I was
it was a damn good panel.
It was a fucking great panel.
I freaking rap, dude.
You
I busted out a rap.
You rapped.
You gave me a
I gave you the
beatbox.
beat.
I freaking rap, man.
I was on fire.
It's like Brian ain't here. Let's rap, man.
And Jason was amazing.
He was.
He's just so much fun. But I mean, we kicked ass at that panel.
We did. Coming up soon, folks.
And it was really cool because we went in cold, which is sometimes for you and me, sometimes the best thing to do.
Sure.
So we had a blast.
Wow.
And,
so big ups from the con.
Yeah. So
that's
I
crazy,
said if we get invited back again next year, we'd be more than happy to do that. She's like, I think you're kind of a lock for.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Said John, the
organizer,
yes.
Yes.
She said he's usually. He goes radio silent for a month, but he'll start putting together the kind. He doesn't want to hear from anybody. He doesn't want to see comics. Doesn't want to do anything. But when he starts putting the con together in next month for next year,
okay, 2015.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be.
Dude,
in touch.
I'm in. Give me I'll sign on the line, man.
All right.
I'll sign on the line.
Fantastic. Yeah, you and me both.
But so most importantly, you had a good time.
We had a great time.
All right, I had such a good time. I stayed an extra couple days.
You did.
Freaking tore that town up, but that's a story for another podcast. Really wanted to thank all the people who brought us stuff.
Oh my God, yeah, and
we got so much stuff. I had to ship it in like a 30-pound box. No kidding.
Wow.
So we got a lot of artwork.
Yeah.
From like really great artists at the con.
Yes.
We got this little shadow box with Lego versions of ourselves.
That was amazing.
From,
the little mini mates
from
of us.
A woman named Liz. Yeah. I took a picture of it. It's
got
on
it. We got jewelry for our significant others.
We did. Got jewelry.
Oh my God.
Got jewelry. People brought me alcohol.
You got booze.
I got beer.
You got booze. We got barbecue.
Got barbecue
from Rudy's Barbecue.
Yes.
That was phenomenal. And
yes.
big shout out.
Thank you at Stinkin' Ink.
She's awesome.
And some dude brought us like very, very personalized gifts. Meaning that he listened to the podcast. It brought me a Empire Strikes Back soundtrack on vinyl, which made me so happy.
And
I talked about it really briefly.
Brought Walt also the story Empire Strikes Back,
yes,
right?
He did.
And brought me the Willy Wonka soundtrack.
Yes.
And got Brian the Tramp from Dick Tracy.
Yes.
But I gave it to somebody because Brian
wasn't
there.
He wasn't there.
No, he wasn't there.
Very super personalized presents.
Yeah,
gifts,
very cool.
Which I thought was good. Yeah, we just got a ton of artwork and all kinds of stuff. Thank you. Everybody, we met some great artists.
We did.
Swinging this back to comics, bringing it back to comics.
Well, you know what? I think we can be forgiven for not having all that much comic talk this week because it is comic related. So, and if anyone wants to take issue with that, they can. But
although we do have, I do have a list. I do have a list here of books that you should read this week. Actually, most of these are off your list, but Niagara Falls. So you say you have your passports ready.
I do.
Ready to cross the border.
Yep, we're ready to rock.
Have you ever been to Canada?
Never been to Canada.
All right, so here's my one tip before you cross the border. You're talking to the border agent. They're very serious.
Absolutely,
don't joke around.
I'm not going to joke around.
Don't joke around by having drugs in the car.
How many times have I? I mean,
you're a jokester.
I will not say anything about that. How many times have I had the perfect little lip to give to the TSA agents, which I didn't?
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I know you like to.
Hi, Jack.
I know you like to joke around a lot.
We're not going to
play pranks. You like to photobomb people. You like to take pictures of border agents, put on Instagram. My advice here is, you can joke around, but you can find yourself joking around inside the customs office. I say rip apart your car piece by piece, looking for something.
Will not.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm not going to do that.
Okay,
so we'll be good.
Okay, just a word of advice. And
I'm not afraid of the border crossing.
No, I'm never afraid. Just be reverent.
I will be.
Don't joke around.
I will be
that's
good.
All I'm saying. All right.
Now you've got something down here that I'm crossing out.
What's
right
that?
Now.
Yes.
I'm not telling you what it is.
No, don't even. Yeah. I'm going to cross that out.
I'm crossing it out because.
Because we don't need to talk about that. Okay, we're good there.
All right, and you know what? New books this week.
Yeah, well, Nightwing 30. That's huge, dude.
It's the last Nightwing.
The last Nightwing.
Yeah, the last Nightwing.
Now what's going to happen?
Nightwing. You'll see. You have to read the book.
Gotta read the book and find out.
It was good. It was.
All right, and it's I don't want to use a Marvel term, but it is giant size. It's a 4.99
It's
book,
pretty big. Aquaman 31 I haven't read yet. What did I read this week? I read the Batman Eternal, and I read not Forever Evil. It's New 52. Their new weekly book, whatever the hell it's Future's End.
Yes,
That's what it is.
yes.
So I read Future's End. Very good. I also recommend this highly, the Miracle Man, A Dream of Flying hardcover.
How many issues does that collect? 5?
It collects four.
Okay.
Four, I believe,
4.
and the backups for a whole bunch of other stuff about the Warp Smiths. Alan Moore tells a very comprehensive story, and his panels,
they're small.
They're small, so you have to squint to read them.
Yeah, but all very important.
All very important. So, but you have to read everything.
Yeah. But at $29.99, it's a bargain.
It is,
especially for a hardcover.
The hardcover plus the hardcover of the original Dream of Flying goes for actually $400 for the hardcover.
So you're getting it. You wanted it back. You asked for it back.
You asked for it.
Well, it's back.
It is.
And Alan Moore's getting a paycheck that he's probably complaining about.
No, he doesn't even take the credit for it.
Oh,
it's written by the original writer. That's what they call him.
Okay,
the original writer.
Okay,
so it's okay. Cool.
All right. If you're a Kirkman fan, Thief of Thieves 21 is
out.
I'm actually a little bit behind. I followed up for a while, and then things happened.
Yeah,
catch
like
up.
Cons
Life.
Cool.
Giant Size Spider-Man #1.
Very cool as well. Thanos Annual #1 as well.
Yeah, both of them. You got $4.99 laying around.
Just check your couch cushions.
Yeah, $4.99 is nothing. No. You just skip lunch tomorrow and read Thanos Annual #1. Yeah. Come on, seriously.
Have some toast.
Yes. Real quick.
Some toast, fatty.
We did see Days of Future Past. We started a night early.
Yep.
Your thoughts?
A lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, and it was a great way for them to reboot the franchise.
Oh, by far.
I think it's...
Did they make up for X3?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay.
Let's put it this way. They erased
I think
X3.
They pretty much did.
So that's... I'm sorry. Ooh, I didn't mean to give a spoiler out there.
Well...
But
the thought of it.
Let's put it this way. It's a reboot, and so, it cancels out everything that all the crap from X3.
Okay.
Every evil thing that you ever...
Yeah,
you're like, Mommy, I can't unsee that anymore. Yeah. McG took away my childhood. Right. Was it McG? Is he the
was it McG or was it the other dude? Whatever. They don't.
Brent Spiner? No, it
not Brent Spiner. Brett Ratner.
Was it Brett Ratner? I
believe it was Ratner. Yeah, I don't even care anymore.
Either one. They're both the same person to me,
I know,
Mommy.
at this point, it wasn't McG. It was Brett Ratner.
Well, they both are equally heinous in my eye.
Yeah, good job, Bryan Singer. Despite your
proclivities, your alleged
troubles,
proclivities,
you made a hell of an X-Men movie.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Yeah,
like I said, don't. And this is...
Oh, yeah, don't think too hard.
I cannot believe I am saying this because I'm the guy that picks apart everything.
You do.
But as long as you don't pick apart too hard, it's a lot of fun.
Well,
and we saw it in 3D.
We did.
Which, it was the only one we could go see.
Right. Was it worth it? Sure.
Yeah,
there were lulls where there was no 3D, though.
My God, there were like 90% of it was no 3D.
Sure, but,
I mean, did you see Wolverine's claws coming at your face?
I
didn't. Nah, not too much.
Not too much.
It was really
cool.
Stuff
though. You could see some.
We saw some shit.
We did see. Oh, you saw some shit. In that movie.
Dude,
you definitely did.
So, but yeah, it was fun.
Yeah,
and
definitely go. You were listening to this. You've probably seen it already. Go see it again.
Yeah, go see it again.
That's what I want to do.
I have not seen Godzilla yet. That's next on my list.
We should go maybe Niagara Falls.
Yeah, we could do that.
Like Friday night or something.
Yeah, maybe we'll grab Walt and
There's got to be a theater.
Let the wives go do something.
And then come see Godzilla.
Yeah, or if they want, sure.
Or
or if they're like, I don't want to see Godzilla again.
Go see Godzilla.
All right, come see Godzilla.
All right. So,
cool.
But
it'll be in Canadian. Will I be able to understand it?
I don't know, Mike. I am a little. I haven't asked this, but we'll be in Canada, so the currency is different up there.
Avec parlay.
Yeah, are we going to be accepting funny money at the?
Absolutely not. No, because
I think it's all worth the same. We just got to exchange it at the end.
I know.
We'll give it all to Brian. He's like, here's your yo, bro.
You said his name again, man. You're just like asking for it.
Yeah, I was like, yo, all right, whatever. Here's your cut.
Okay. Most of the people pay it in American currency.
All right, I'm violating my own rules.
Anyways.
Cool. It's all worth the same now.
Yeah,
I think their stuff might actually be worth more.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Maybe we can go to a Tim Hortons. That'll be good.
Is that your goal? Hit a Tim Hortons? I'm pretty sure you'll be able to do that.
I think so.
But yeah, if you're anybody coming out,
30 feet.
Come hang out with us.
Yeah, come hang.
We'll be at booth C12.
C12, is that our thing? All right, cool.
Have a panel Saturday at 2 p.m.
Yeah, we've got a bunch of panels.
45 minutes.
You and I are moderating.
Yeah, they've asked us to moderate the Kevin Eastman panel.
Nice. Neil Adams
panel and with Phil Ortiz.
Phil Ortiz, yes, so, the artist from The Simpsons.
Right. All right, cool.
Excellent.
All right, right on.
So come see us and
come hang out, Niagara Falls.
Niagara.
All right.
There you go.
There you go.